Some animes are legendary from start to finish, but others, they start strong, get us hooked, and then completely fall apart. Today, I'm going to expose the top 10 animes that fell off hard. And warning, this list will hurt because some of these animes are fan favorites, but we all know deep down that they fell off. At number 10, we got Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail was hype when it started. The guild life was fun, and the characters were likable, and some arcs like Phantom Lord and Tower of Heaven were exciting. But then it became the same formula every time. The villains look unbeatable, but then boom, the power of friendship saves the day. After a while, the fights lost meaning and the stacks felt fake, and the anime just kept dragging. Fairy Tail did not end in flames, it just fizzled out. At number 9, we got Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online had one of the best anime openings ever. Episode 1 hooked the entire world, trapped in a deadly video game where if you die in the game, you die in real life. Genius. But after the first arc, things started to crumble. The pacing got rushed, Kirito turned into an unbeatable main character, and Asuna went from being a badass fighter to basically a damsel in distress. Instead of building on the amazing premise, it became a mess of rushed arcs and random errors, like literally. Fans still argue over it, but honestly, Sword Art Online fell off. At number 8, we got Bleach. Bleach's early days were peak shonen. The Soul Society arc is one of the most beloved arcs in entire anime history. The art style, the characters, the fights, Bleach was untouchable. But then came the endless filler arcs like the Bounty arc and long stretches of dragged out fight. It became hard to keep up with. Fans started dropping off. Bleach is still iconic, but compared to how legendary it started, it fell off. At number 7, we got The Promised Neverland. Season 1 of Promised Neverland was a masterpiece. It was dark, suspenseful, and every single episode ended with a hook that made you desperate for the next episode. It felt like a future classic, but then season 2 was a disaster. Entire arcs from manga were skipped, character disappeared, and the pacing was rushed. Like they just wanted it over with. Fans actually pretend that season 2 does not exist. That's how badly this show fell off. At number 6, we got Attack on Titan. Yes, I'm putting Attack on Titan in this list. See, the reason is the first season was untouchable. Mystery, horror, action. The Titans were terrifying and the story had us hooked. Later seasons expanded the world, which was great, but the pacing slowed down with a lot of politics and the ending completely split the fan base. Some people loved it and some people hated it. No matter what side you are on, the hype wave was never the same after the ending. Attack on Titan did not crash as hard as some others, but it definitely fell off compared to its legendary start. At number 5, it's Boruto. Naruto ended as one of the greatest shonen of all time, but then came Boruto. At first, people were curious. Oh, it's Naruto's son, let's see where this goes. But instead of building on the legacy, Boruto gave us endless fillers, boring side plots, and made Naruto and Sasuke, the goats, look weak just to make those little kids look stronger. I'm genuinely freaking angry right now. Fuck you, Boruto. The story dragged so much that it made me drop it. Not just me, literally all of Naruto fans. It's pure shit. At number 4, we got Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul season 1 was incredible. It had a dark, emotional story, stylish fights, and one of the best endings of any season. Fans thought it was the next Death Note, but then season 2 threw out the manga story completely and made up its own. It was confusing, characters acted different, and nothing made sense. By season 3 and 4, the anime was completely broken. Tokyo Ghoul went from a masterpiece to a disaster in just a few seasons. Easily one of the biggest falls in anime history. At number 3, we got 7 Deadly Sins. The first 2 seasons of 7 Deadly Sins were great. Fun characters, hype moments, Escanor being an absolute legend, but then the animation quality fell apart. Epic fights that should have been iconic ended up looking like stick figures. Fans went from praising the show to laughing at screenshots and memes of the animation. It's a sad fall, but the story had potential. But like, come on, what can we even do about this? At number 2, we got Death Note. Death Note is one of the most popular animes of all time, and for good reasons. The first half, L and Light battling with their minds, was literally just perfect. Every single episode had tension, but after L died, the story lost its magic. The new characters weren't as strong, the pacing got slowed, and the ending just did not hit the same. Like, don't get me wrong, Death Note is still legendary. It's literally my top 3 anime of all time. But compared to how strong it started, it definitely fell off after L's death. Alright, so last on our list is One Punch Man. Season 1 was anime perfection. Saitama's comedy, the insane animation, the hype fights, it was flawless. But when season 2 came, everything changed. The animation studio switched, the visuals looked weaker, and the pacing dragged. The hype around One Punch Man completely died. What could have been one of the greatest modern anime franchise just fell flat. This was one of the hardest falls I've ever seen. Alright, so that was my top 10 animes that fell off very hard through time. I feel like I missed some of them, so if you like to tell me in the comments, I would not mind it. So please do in the comments. Please do comment so my video goes a little popular.